Hello everyone, welcome back to Crafting with Janine. Today, in this video, I'm going to show you how I like to make these faux leather or glitter canvas bows. And we're just to jump right in and get right to it. Now, I know that there's a lot of ways to do them out there. A lot of people like to use the Sizzix Big Shot, or they like to use their Cricut or Silhouette machines to actually cut the bows out of the leather or canvas. Me personally, I prefer to hand cut mine because it's a cost wise why I prefer to hand cut mine. But so I'm just going to show you how I like to do it. So I have some glitter canvas here, and it's super easy and super simple to do. So I just have my templates that I do use my Cricut to cut out my template out of laminated cardstock, and they're pretty sturdy and they last for a little while. And so I just kind of set it right there as close to the edge as I possibly can on the sheet, depending on how I have it. And I think I get less waste out of it this way. But then I just take a pen, and I will say you can use a ballpoint pen or like a really fine point pen like the one I have here, or a pencil. I would stay away from Sharpies and felt tips because they tend to bleed on the canvas and the faux leathers. So I like these pens and pencils better. So I'm just going to take it and I'm just going to trace around my template. Just hold it steady and trace around it. And then I just cut it out. So I'm just gonna cut right close to it. Just like that. Put that off to the side. Just gonna cut right up against here. And I save those pieces because I use them for little pieces and other stuff. But so when I do it, I cut to the inside of my drawn line so that there are no marks on the bow. So I'm just going to go around and just cut around. Like I said, this is the way that I prefer to do it. If you'd rather cut them with your machines or have a big shot. For me, it's just an added cost to get another machine just to make these when I can just cut them by hand when I want to. So I just go around and cut them. Just pretty much as close to that line as I can get. So there's one part. And I save these pieces because I could always use some of these for scraps. And I'm going to do a two-tone bow. So I'm just going to see like I have this little scrap piece here. And I kind of see how it works out best. I think we're just going to do it this way. Just kind of place it on and see where we fit the best to get the most out of our sheets. It's the other reason why I'm not a super huge fan of using the machines to cut them, because you end up with a little more waste than you do by doing it this way, because you can place these however you want on there, but with the machines you have to have enough of the canvas or the leather to cover your die or fit on there and have enough space. This way I can just get right up against it without too much waste. Again, I'm just going to cut around. I'm just going around as close to the inside edge of my pen marks as I can. Like this. And for this, I want to say you want to have a fairly decent pair of scissors. You don't want to use your ribbon or fabric scissors for this because it will dull the blade. But you want to have a decent pair of scissors for it so it doesn't shred it and fray it. And then just for an extra added measure, you can take your lighter and kind of just like we do with ribbons, is just kind of seal the edges just real quick. It's just going around it. They don't necessarily fray, but this is kind of just an added measure. So just like that. And I have my 2 pieces. So then I just take right here with my glue. And you just put a little bit right there. Take it and you fold it up. Right about there. And it all depends on the bow style that you have, how it comes out and looks. I do have in my group, which I will link in the description below, I do have a list. I do have a post that has the templates on them for anybody who does not have a means to cut the templates out or the bows out for themselves. I do offer to cut the templates for you. And my templates, I'm doing them. My original one was 5 sizes. I've added a couple of sizes since then. So you'll get 7 different sizes and 7 different back styles. Like, there's all kinds of ones that I have. These are just a few of them. Those are just a couple, but I have 7 different styles. And they come in 7 different sizes so that you can make multiple range size bows. So I do have that, and it'll be in my Facebook group, and I will link that in the description below. So then I just put a little bit of glue, stack the smaller one right on top of the bigger one, just like that. And then I just pick a back. Like, I have, for certain ones, I have different backs. And I didn't pull it out ahead of time, so I'm just trying to grab the right back that I want. Which this is the one that I want. So, this one, I make them, when I cut them slightly larger than what the finished bow. So, this finished bow is about 2.5 inches wide for the finished bow part. I cut this a 1/2 inch bigger so that you can see your backside on that. So I'm going to do it light and light. So I'm just going to see right here on the edge of my one. Just going to set that there. And then I'm going to trace that out to get it just right. And then I just trace around that. And then we cut it out. For me, this doesn't seem to take any longer than doing it in any other way. If you're using like a Cricut or a Silhouette, you still gotta load the image, put your canvas on your mat, and then load your mat, and then let the machine cut it. And so you still have the time. This way, I took the time to just cut my templates, and I have my templates. So when I want to make the bow, I just trace and cut. I think it goes faster this way. It's my personal opinion. Just that. And then we're just going to kind of go around and just seal the edges. These are so quick and easy to make, and they're a great filler. So then we just put a little bit of glue right here. Set that right centered on top. And you have that. And then as far as the center, I just take, that's why I keep all my little pieces. So like this one here, it's a little too narrow, and I just figure it out. So then I'm just gonna cut a piece, and that looks about right. I tend to eyeball it, which if you need to measure it, go ahead and measure it, but then you just put a little bit of glue back here. And you hold that in place, and then you just kind of wrap it around. And then a little bit of glue here. And there we have it. Super cute, super like easy, simple to make. Like I said, I will put the link to my Facebook group, and pinned to the top of that we'll have the post that has the faux leather templates, and it's just something I offer for those who can't cut them themselves but want to make these bows, because they are so fun to make and they're just really quick. There's also, I will also leave a link for some Amazon links for the glitter canvas. That's where I got some of this, and there's also a bunch of suppliers in the files of the group that have all kinds of different faux leathers and glitter canvases and ribbons and stuff like that that are really great, so you can check them out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and it was helpful to you, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe, and hit that little bell icon if you haven't already to be notified every time I upload a new video. So again, thank you guys, thumbs up, subscribe, and happy crafting!